Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a great celebration weekend from you guys from the UK. It's been a while since I put a video up, so I thought I'd, as this Jubilee weekend, I've got a little bit of time. I thought I would put a video up. So it's only going to be a practice video. It's not going to be it'll be a finished piece, but not a piece that I would sell. It's a piece of oak worktop. I keep all my offcuts of oak worktop for practicing. If it's styles I haven't done for a little while or new styles I want to try, then I use these for practicing, because the good thing is if you like it or you don't like it or you want to have a go at something else, you can just turn it off and start afresh. So what I'll do is I want to shape the bottom. It's going to be more of a platter than a bowl. I'm going to shape the bottom so it's got like a narrow center on it, so the rim sticks out quite wide, and then on the top we're going to have a go. I'm going to do the Sonja colors, but I'm going to just blur them around with an airbrush. So it's going to be a few little dobs, and then just gently, it's just to give us that cloud effect. Wayne Clasper does this quite a lot, and he does a really good job of it. And I haven't tried it for quite a while, so I thought I'd give it a bit of a bash. So as always, I like to play with colour, so I thought perfect. Whether I'm going to do the bottom black or whether I'm going to leave the bottom natural colour, I'm not 100% sure yet. But my heart is telling me to leave it natural so it doesn't take the contrast off the top. But we'll see what happens when I get there. So anyway, guys, let's go to the lathe, get this turned, and see what we come out of it. I'm holding this on the lathe with a 52mm force and a bit into my SC4 chuck. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this flat. It's not perfectly flat. It's got a little bit of a ride in it, but not a great deal. So we'll get it flat, and then we'll start getting our shape. Stop there and have a look. So we've got that nice narrow base. You can't see, put it on the camera so you can see. So we've got that nice narrow base coming into our fluted area out, and let's give us that nice looking shape there. Still got a nice foot on the bottom there, so I'm happy with that. So I think I'm not going to go no thinner here, because I'm going to want to flatten the top off. So that's going to give us the ideal opportunity to flatten that off. If I take that too thin, that's going to be too thin to do that. So I think what we'll do is we'll get that bottom sanded up now. And like I said, I'm going to leave it natural. I didn't know whether I was going to colour it or not, but I think I'm going to leave it natural. So let's get it sanded up. I'm going to sand it from 120 to 240, and then we'll Yorkshire grit it. Bottom finish, sanded up to 240 grit. So what we're going to do is sand and seal it. Cellulose sand and sealer. Give it a good generous coat of sand and sealer, and then we'll finish it off with the Yorkshire grit. Just burnish it off with a few shavings, just to dry the sand and sealer. So Yorkshire Grit Original, nice generous coat. Put it on our piece stationary, work it in. We'll just turn the lathe down to about 400 RPM. Just gently work in that grit. So there we go. It's all polished up now to around about, or sorry, I say sanded up to around about 1000 grit. So we're going to put a wax on the bottom of that. I'm going to put the Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax on the bottom of that. So there's the bottom all finished. So what we'll do now is we'll get it flipped, get the front flattened out, and get that ready, and then we can get some colour on it. So let's get it flattened out. Down, gentle dusting in, got the extraction on so it blows all the nasty toxics down the extractor hopefully. So we'll let that dry and then we'll have to give it a couple of coats to get our black. So we've got our black base. So what we're looking for now is to get our Joe Sonja colours over the top of it and cause our cosmic look, which is what we're looking to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some colours, and then we're going to use we're going to use a airbrush, but with nothing plugged into it. Just use it for the air, just so we can use it to blow the colours about, to move it about to give us that cosmic look. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a couple of blobs on, and then we're just going to gently move it about with the airline. Just enough to get that cosmic look. Just turn the pressure up a little tiny bit, just so we can move that about a bit better. You can thin these a little bit to make them a little bit more movable. I quite like the thickness of them because it gives you like a ripply effect, which is always quite nice. I'm just going to put a little bit more green on there. So I think about that. I'm just going to clean up this edge now. We're just going to gently push it to the edge and leave it at that. Warmed our can up. Give it a good shake for a couple of minutes. So we're going to turn the lathe on slowly, extraction on. We're just going to give it a couple of light coats to start with, just to give it something to key to. So there we go. I gave it about 4 or 5 coats of clear coat lacquer just to see what finish I could get on it, and it actually brings those iridescent colours in, and it makes it more vibrant. So it's actually worth putting that clear coat over the top. There's a few little bits of dust in it, so what I'll do is I'll give this 48 hours to dry off, and then I'll just gently cut it back and polish it just to make it so it's nice and smooth and glass like. But I want to get the video finished and get it uploaded, so that's why I'm finishing it now. Like I said all along, I want that nice little narrow base going into the wider rim. It's more of a decorative piece than usable, hence why I've only took out that little bit in the middle. And we always try and go in thirds, so it's not far off the thirds, so that's why I've only taken that little bit out again. But like I say, once it's dried off, we'll just polish it up and get that nice and silky smooth. So it looks good. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please smash that like and share button. And as always, I really do appreciate you guys coming over and watching. So I hope you've enjoyed. If there's any questions or whatever, just chuck me a comment and I'm sure I will find it to reply. But other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. So anyway, take care, speak to you soon, and bye for now.